Welcome and welcome to ART, அதாவது அவினாஷ் ராமச்சந்திரன் டாக்கீஸ். On day 5 of my special show 100 Days 100 Films, we are going to look at the 1997 Malayalam film Superman. Growing up, for me, the biggest superstar of Malayalam cinema was Jayaram, because his films were the ones that were constantly running on Asianet and Surya TV, if I think it was there. Those were the kind of films that very much enticed me as a very, very young kid in the 90s. Not so much now, but back in the 90s, I was a young kid who used to love watching these commercial entertainers of Malayalam cinema. See, it wasn't like Mammootty or Mohanlal didn't do such films in the 90s, but I think the brand of films that Jayaram was used to was the kind of films that families used to sit together and watch. And one of the first films that I remember watching of Jayaram is Superman. I think the name itself was a very enticing thing. Superman. Who wouldn't want to watch Superman? Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this Superman was the first Superman I watched. I think it was the first superhero film itself that I kind of watched. And I have very, very fond memories of the film. The premise is very simple. It is a revenge drama that's told in a very dramatic and very, very, very funny way. The film is written and directed by Rafi McCartan, another very important filmmaker of Malayalam cinema in the 90s and the 2000s. It's important you look at what they have done to know the kind of impact their writing and the direction has had on the Malayalam cinema as a whole. A lot of their films have actually been remade in other languages and have been successful across all languages. So coming back to Superman, the film is about an aspiring lawyer whose life is thrown into the dumps. It's completely shattered by the powerful minister and a cop, and it's all about how this guy, using his brains, finds a way to bring them all to justice. A favorite part of the film is actually the song. I love the titular song, which is all about how this guy is a magician, how this guy is a smartass, how this guy is a very, very brainiac kind of a thing. I used to love that song. I used to I still hum that song a lot. It gives me vibes that I used to feel back in the 90s. Apart from that, the film also has the garden variety misogyny that used to be rampantly used in the 90s Malayalam cinema. It is a problem. It has not aged well at all. It is funny. It is very, very hilarious. It has very entertaining courtroom sequences. It has a lot of a cat and mouse chase between Jayaram's character and a whole lot of villains. The heroine played by Shobana, who is deputy commissioner in this film. It is unfortunate that those sequences between them reeks of misogyny. It reeks of a rampant and casual sexism. I think it was a major part of a lot of these genre films. I'm glad we have moved past it, but it's important to acknowledge that this was there. There's no point beating around the bush. These were films that we enjoyed. These are films that still, apart from certain sequences, managed to put a smile on our faces. But it's important to understand where we come from to know how far we have to go ahead. Apart from this, it is quite an entertaining film that is plays to the strengths of Jayaram. It has him deliver dialogues in his trademark speed and punches. There are wonderful supporting actors in the form of this Jagadish, who is hilarious. You must watch those courtroom sequences where he is a hoot. And then there's Innocent, who plays a very innocent character. And then my favorite part of this film is actually the usage of computers, the usage of cameras, the usage of the idea of a CCTV long before it actually happened. I actually like how Malayalam cinema uses computers and technology in their films and weaves them into narrative. I genuinely love how Superman uses the idea of live recording, and it's almost like watching a Big Boss episode of people. That's the whole climax. The climactic episode of Superman is actually an extended version of a Big Boss episode. So basically, Superman is quite a fun film. It's entertaining. It is campy. It is cheesy. It has its moments. It has its moments that don't really work well. Another reason why Superman features in this list of my 100 Days 100 films is the fact that this shows an avenue of the kind of films that we can make when we're not just doing star-driven films. So do watch Superman. It's on YouTube and Sun Next. Do watch it and let me know if you like it, and even if you don't, we can have a discussion as always. That's it from me. This is day 5 of 100 is 100 films, and you're watching ART, அதாவது அவினாஷ் ராமச்சந்திரன் டாக்கீஸ். Tata, bye-bye. Yeah, please do subscribe.